Do you feel like you are destined to do something outside of being a salaried working mom and wife? We can all agree that parenting is a full-time job. What happens when you also have other dreams and goals that you want to pursue? How do you find the time and energy to balance parenting with your own aspirations? It's not always easy, but it is possible. Though at times, it can feel like you're pulled in a million different directions, and there's just not enough time in the day to get everything done. During these moments, as a hardworking parent, you need to remember that you're not alone in feeling this way. Many parents struggle to find a balance between their responsibilities and their own aspirations. In fact, it's one of the most common challenges that parents face. Some parents cannot help but feel they don't have enough patience to deal with the challenges of parenting young children and pursuing their dreams at the same time. If this is how you feel, it's important to understand that this is normal. You might not be able to control everything, but there are ways to manage your time and energy so you can make the most of each day. Balancing parenting with work can mean different things for different people. To some, it might mean working part-time so that they can be home with their children more. Others might need to work full-time in order to support their family, but this does not mean that they cannot still be involved in their children's lives. In some recent studies done by the Pew Research Center, it was found that about 60% of fathers and 54% of mothers in the United States say that they have difficulty balancing work and family. Oftentimes, these parents feel afraid of what others might think if they don't live up to society's expectations. There's strong pressure on them to conform to societal norms on parenting, and they feel like they need to be the perfect role model for their children. They also tend to feel like they're alone in the struggle of trying to figure out how to balance their own dreams with their responsibilities as parents. In other recent studies, it was found that children whose parents worked full-time were just as likely to be successful in their own lives as children whose parents worked part-time or not at all. According to these studies, what matters most is the quality of time that parents are able to spend with their children, not the quantity. The key here is to find what works best for you and your family, and to find a way to manage the fear of guilt, judgment, and comparison. It is also important to be honest with yourself about what you can handle and what your priorities are. In her book, The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Beep, author Sarah Knight talks about how to prioritize your time and energy in order to make room for what is important to you. She suggests making a list of all the things that are taking up your time and energy, and then crossing off the things that are not important to you. This will help you to focus on what is truly important to you, and help you to make room for it in your life. Author and life coach Tony Robbins also talks about the importance of time management in his book, Unleash the Power Within. He suggests setting aside time each day to focus on your goals and what you want to accomplish. This can be difficult to do when you have young children, but it is important to make time for yourself so that you can pursue your dreams. Another book about balancing work, life, finances, and relationships is by author Susie Welch called October 10th, 10, A Life-Transforming Idea. In this book, Welch suggests that when you are faced with a difficult decision, you should ask yourself what the consequences of your decision will be in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years. This can help you to see the long-term effects of your decisions and make choices that will benefit you in the long run. Challenges that come with trying to balance both roles. It's no secret that parenting is one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences a person can have. It requires an incredible amount of time, energy, and patience to raise a child effectively. The famous saying goes, "It takes a village to raise a child." This is especially true when both parents are working full-time jobs and don't have the luxury of staying home with their kids. One of the biggest challenges working parents face is finding time to balance work and child-rearing responsibilities. It can be difficult to find time to pursue your own interests when you're constantly juggling work and parenting duties. You may feel like you're missing out on important aspects of your child's life, or like you're not able to give your all to either role. It's important to remember that you're not alone in feeling this way. Many working parents struggle with finding a balance between work and family life. After all, there are only so many hours in the day, and caring for a young child can take up a significant portion of them. So, how can you make time for both parenting and your dreams? Many parents find that making a schedule and sticking to it can be helpful. Work during the day, and spend time with your children in the evening. If you have a flexible job, take advantage of it and work around your child's nap schedule. Just because you have children, doesn't mean you have to give up your hobbies and interests. If anything, having children can give you more motivation to pursue your dreams. After all, you want to set a good example for them. Schedule time for yourself every week to work on your hobby or interest. Further, date nights are important for both parents and children. Make sure to schedule at least one night a week, where you can focus on your partner without interruption. This will help you keep your relationship strong, which in turn will make parenting easier. It's normal to feel guilty when you're not able to spend as much time with your children as you want. However, it's important to remember that every parent needs some time for themselves. If you feel guilty, try to schedule some additional time with your children later in the week. In addition, try not to compare yourself to other parents. Everyone's parenting style is different, and there is no one right way to do it. Some days will be harder than others, but as long as you are doing your best, that's all that matters. According to a study by the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development, working mothers are more likely to experience less depression and anxiety, feel more supported, and have a higher sense of self-worth when they're able to balance parenting and work. They're also more likely to feel they're doing a good job as a parent. It's not just that having a job makes you feel better about yourself, says Jenny Deem, author of Work Pays Off. Single moms reveal how work affects their kids' lives for the better. It gives you someplace else to focus your energy and attention, other than on being a mom 24/7. And when you bring that focus back home, you're a better mom for it. I want my daughter to see that it's possible to have a career and be a mother, says single mom of 2, Jessica Walsh. I want her to know that she can do whatever she puts her mind to. Walsh, who is the founder of the online marketing agency Rock Candy Media, makes it a point to talk to her kids about what she does and why it's important. I think it's so important for kids, especially girls, to see their mothers working hard and doing something they're passionate about, she says. It shows them that they can have it all. So, if you're a working mom feeling guilty about all the time you're away from your kids, don't be. You're actually doing them a favor. Thanks for watching.